Hey guys, welcome to the Model Citizen Podcast. We're your hosts, Hunter and Michaela. We are so excited to have you here. All right, let's dive in.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Model Citizen Podcast. We've got a blondie blonde blondersons on deck.
We have a blondie blonde blondersons with some wispy bangs.
They're
It's
wispy.
giving, they're wispy. Do you know what's so funny is that the way that I'm meant to be this color is so insane that no one has even really truly clocked it, like, except for my children.
The color? Oh, you mean like they notice the difference, you mean? Or
They don't notice the difference because they're like,
right.
what do you mean like this isn't your color? Like this isn't the color that you've been. And I'm like, no, I like went darker for fall. And
You told your children this?
No, my children, I walked in and Hudson goes, why is your hair white?
Okay, I was like, okay, because I thought you were saying that you told the kids that you went darker for fall, and I can just imagine Ava being like,
she's like,
not sure what you mean.
Gaga.
She's like, I'm too. Like, I don't know what you mean. Darker for fall? Like, what are you talking about?
Yes. So I went super, super blonde and I have a
Looks
wispy
so
bang. And you
good.
know what's so weird is that now tell me this, why did I dye my eyebrows darker before I went super blonde?
Because you're nothing if not someone that loves to just do a sabotage.
I love to do a sabotage.
Well, you and I both love to sabotage ourselves before like things.
I know. And after our last episode, we talked about getting your eyebrows done. And so recently I had a very interesting waxing adventure. So I went to go get everything waxed, basically from eyebrows down, like literally everything, like my chest, my stomach,
your
my
chest.
Arm. Yes.
You get your chest waxed?
You know, in between here, you don't ever have any hair in between there. I do. I have some hair in between here. Not like a lot, but like enough where I'm like, just take it from the root.
All my hair is here. So,
yeah,
you know,
it's like,
yeah. I'd rather have cleavage hair, trust me. Because you can hide it.
But like,
and once it gets to a certain length, it blends in.
No.
Yeah.
Because literally I will
wraps around the boob and the nipple.
I'll be looking like a little lasso around my nipple. I'll be looking down at my like chest, and then I'm like, I rival Brian. No, it's really not that bad, but like it's enough where I'm like, just take it from the root so I don't have to worry about it for the next few weeks. Anyways, got my stomach done, which I've never gotten done before. My underarms, my arms, my legs, my whole vag, my butthole, everything. Wow. But I was on my period. So I had to reschedule this. So when I originally had it scheduled, it was going to be not on my period. Then I had to reschedule. Anyways, long story short, dumb, tired, doesn't even matter. I was on my period. And I was like, what the fuck do you do when you're on your period? And it's not enough where I can kind of just like hope and pray that nothing comes out. Right. And, you know, it's like the last day. It's very late.
Yeah.
This was like second day. Gushing,
like
where I literally sop up like multiple tampons.
Right.
So I went in and I was like, I'm just gonna tell the girl when I get there. And because I had looked on like Reddit and people were like, yeah, like some places do it still, whatever. And I was like, I have my period, but like the most important thing that I need right now is a Brazilian. So like I don't know what to do. And she was like, oh my God, don't even worry about it. Like, as long as you're clean and you have a tampon in, it's totally fine. And I was like, really? Like, God bless you. It was the most humbling experience ever because first of all, you're meeting a stranger. And we've talked about in the past that like, I would rather be waxed by a stranger than somebody that I know. Like, I don't want someone that I know that I could potentially get coffee with staring into my butthole.
Right.
And so it was just the most humbling. You're just sitting there, you're gaping open, you have a tampon string hanging out, you're practically naked because you're getting your chest waxed and your stomach and your arms and everything is like fully waxed.
Right.
And then it's like, you know, they're like, okay, like do the butterfly position. And then it's like, pull your knees to your chest so we can get your butt. Yeah. And it's just like,
it's like you want to cover yourself. You like want to cover yourself just naturally, but you can't because they got to get in there, dude. They got to excavate.
And then it's like literally pulling like the tampon string to the side. And then it's like the fluorescent lighting of it all. And I'm just like,
now why do they do fluorescent light? You think that they would want it to be a little
everything.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to get it all. And honey,
like,
we got it all.
I know. I know. But maybe,
But
like,
oh, and the
candlelight, and then you could put a flashlight down there. How about that?
here's the best part, the worst best part. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm not saving this for the Patreon. I had an ingrown down
Mm,
there, and when she waxed it,
no.
yeah,
Volcano City?
she popped. She
No.
popped.
And
Yeah.
what'd the girl say?
No, absolutely. She was so stoked because she was like, "I live for getting rid of all this shit." You know,
That's
like, she was, like,
amazing.
very cool,
Well,
and,
yeah,
like, we were talking.
you have to have almost like a pathological need to.
She loves it. She was like, "I've been doing this for my friends since I was, like, 15 years old." She's like, "I have a twelve-year-old daughter, and, like, I can't wait to wax her underarms because, like, they're"
Oh my gosh.
whatever. And, she was like, "I see you have an ingrown, like, I'm gonna pour wax over and just, like, get it out." And she was like, you know when those waxers, like, show you?
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she was like
Yeah.
one of those. She was like, "Oh my god." And thank God I got that girl because I've been some in the past that just are not cool like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They have to be cool.
But it was humbling.
You either have to be like a young, cool girl or you have to be like an old lady who's been doing this for 40 years.
Absolutely.
My old sugar lady was a lot older, like a lot
Yeah.
older, and she was like Russian. And I was like, "You've definitely seen worse than what I have if you're like a Russian woman, you know?" And she did
Just
men,
any Russian woman?
just any Russian woman. And take a Russian woman, pick a Russian woman, and she's gonna be
She's seen
hairy.
worse, yeah.
I don't know if that's true, but she does men. She did men too. So like I knew at least nothing I had going on was anything
Yeah,
that would frighten her.
right.
But she was just so like didn't even like it was just as if I was going in for an oil change to her. You
That's
know?
yeah, exactly.
It's the
You have
best
to be like
feeling
that because
too.
I could never.
No, I couldn't.
Bro, I could never. Also,
No,
the way I wanna take a waxing strip to my husband's lower back.
really.
Ugh, I
You don't
just
like
wanna
lower back hair?
well, I like hair on a guy, but, like, it's just this little patch,
Tufts.
and I'm just like, "Let me just get in there."
Well, why don't you?
Yeah, I've tried, he doesn't want it.
Mm, well, I once nared Martin's shoulders, and I don't
Oh,
mind
I forget
any.
about Nair.
I don't mind hair on a man at all. I didn't mind his hair, and I don't
No,
mind it
I like
now.
hair on a man, but
Yeah,
it's just this one little it's just, like, in a
right. A
section.
tuft. Right.
It's a
Right. Right.
tuft, and it's
Yeah.
exactly.
It was so weird for Martin to have like no hair. I was like, what? What's going on? And
Right.
poor thing got like a bunch of like red bumps from, a reaction from it. And I was just like, I feel like this is not better than the hair. You know what I mean? Like
Right,
the
like
red bumps are not better than hair,
right,
right?
that's true, yeah.
So that's my thoughts on that. Well, I'm glad that you're dolphin like. You are smooth and dolphin
I
like.
am smooth.
In the vein of talking about being clean, I last night I washed all my bed sheets because I
Mhm,
do it
best feeling
every
ever.
week. I washed all my bed sheets. I took a shower after the gym. I took an everything shower
The
after the
best.
gym. Fresh blowout, fresh shaved everywhere,
The
and got
best.
into bed. I was moisturized.
Oh
I had done my zip.
my
I had my serums on. I was soaking, okay, in like the best way. And I
wow.
just literally had the best night's sleep. I did take ZzzQuil last night because I just have such a better life when I take my ZzzQuil and it makes me
Really?
sleep. Yeah, it's like really funny. I sleep so much better when I take it because I just stay asleep.
Yeah, yeah. God, I should try
Otherwise, I
ZzzQuil.
don't stay asleep. I'll sleep for 3 hours, wake up, be up for 2 hours,
Yeah.
go back to sleep, wake up at a weird time, be really tired throughout the day. Like it just I don't know, maybe I'm just like super my body's addicted to it. I'm not really sure, but
I
I
should
just
really
sleep
try
so much
ZzzQuil. That
better.
sounds absolutely amazing. But
It
that
is
also sounds like
magic.
you set yourself up for success,
I
you
do.
know?
I do. And the
No, I'm
thing
saying,
is,
like, last night, like, that was, like, a
yeah,
successful like,
very much.
that is the best kind of night. Sometimes you just, like, you spray that lavender room
Mhm.
spray, you light a candle, you
Yep.
just, like, you
Exactly what we did.
smell
I watched
good.
a beautiful vlog of
Oh,
this couple that I watched. They're called Sam and Victor, and they
yeah.
are like a Canadian couple who they're like their family is from Hong Kong, I think. But they're from Canada, but they live in Hong Kong now. And they just do these like very aesthetic, like calming videos of their day in Hong Kong and like,
Oh
or when
my
they
God.
travel. Like, I love a travel vlog. I watch travel
Yes.
vlogs every day, all day long. And I love like the very aesthetic ones. And they just like show you
Right.
beautiful cafes. And like, that's just like, and I put that on. And so I was just so
Dude, that's like heavenly.
relaxed. It was heaven.
Heavenly.
And then we turned
Wow.
it all off and just went to bed because Martin was so tired, and I love when he's so tired because it means we go to bed at a decent hour.
Right. That's the best. Also,
The
because you guys,
only thing about his Vyvanse is that he doesn't need the kind of sleep that he used to. So he can stay up really late and wake up really early now. And
dude, God, I wish I could have him on and talk about the Vyvanse because I
I
literally think
know
that
you guys
I
should have a
have
combo.
the opposite. I definitely have a Vyvanse crash where I crash
Mm,
around 3 p.m. and I get so
maybe you need
tired.
more.
And then, well, yeah, but I'm like, I think I'm on the highest dose, but that's what everything online says. But I also think that I have a really high intolerance to medicine in
That's the thing.
general. But,
Yeah.
and then by night, I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to go to bed.
Wow.
So
I
that's
love that though.
really interesting.
Yeah.
Um, you know what I can't wait for? Okay.
Mm.
I can't wait for the time when we can turn back on the air conditioning because I love the everything shower plus a room spray plus a
Mhm.
candle plus maybe a ZQL or melatonin plus the hum of an air conditioner.
Mhm. And that's where we're at right now. The AC has
That
gone
oh
on already.
yeah, that's
Welcome to Southern
crazy.
California. It was 80 degrees
That's
yesterday.
insane. That's
I don't wanna complain
absolutely
about
insane.
I don't wanna complain about the weather in California
You don't
because
have to do
honestly, it's
that.
like, "Girl, go fuck yourself," you know?
Right, right,
Truthfully.
right,
But and I've talked about this before, there's a monotony to just the same day every fucking day. And for
right.
someone that doesn't enjoy heat, I just don't enjoy it. I don't
Yeah,
thrive in it. When it is cold and it is raining, I am happy. I am
yeah.
in a good mood.
Right.
Okay.
Good thing you're moving to London.
And good thing because it truly, like, I remember I've never been happier than when I was in London
Yeah.
and we had like a little like smattering of sun here and there, but mostly it was like overcast and it was like cool. So
Mhm.
now the AC is back on and it is an
Dude,
ice cube in my home.
it's
And
the
that's
best.
fine.
The
It is
hum
so
of an
nice to sleep in. Yeah.
AC
And
is
then
just
just like
absolutely
your
beautiful.
anthropology blanket. Oh, I have loosened the reins a little bit and I will let Comet lay on it. That is one thing I'll say.
But
There's been
not
progress.
Chio.
No, Chio's not allowed
Chio's
anywhere
not
near it
allowed near anything because also
because she's
Chio's
old
such
and
a
I'm afraid
loose
she's gonna have an
cannon.
accident. Yeah,
I was just gonna
she's a
say
loose
she's a loose cannon,
cannon.
and she's so like you just never know what's gonna happen with
I
her.
also just like don't understand how she is the most. We
Love
have
it.
this meme that Martin made of Chio, and it's like a drawing of a dog that's reading a book called How to Be
A bad dog.
Annoying and Cute. It's like
Yeah.
how to be super annoying and cute, and that's literally
Right.
her. And he like put her face on it, and that is Chio in a nutshell. She's 4
Well,
pounds,
literally
Pomeranian.
the other day, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, you were like, "Yeah, we're like trying a new sleeping arrangement." And I was like,
Mhm.
"What?" And you were like, "Well, yeah, like Chio's where was Chio? I don't even know where Chio was." And I was like, "This is so crazy." Like Chio is like one of those dogs. She's like the most high maintenance dog that she's almost a kid.
It no,
Like you guys are always like figuring
literally.
out sleeping arrangements between you, Martin, and Chio and like how you can and I'm
Absolutely.
like,
It's
"What?"
she just is like so stubborn and old,
I
and
know.
she didn't used to be, but now she really is, and I don't really know what it is, but I also don't like have the energy to fight it anymore. She's
Yeah,
worn me
you're
down.
gonna have animal control at your house any minute.
I don't know why I would have animal control in my house because I literally treat her like a diva.
I
She is
know.
diva. She sleeps in the
I
bed
know,
with us now
dude.
at night, and you know that that
She
was my, like, number 1.
does?
Yes, she sleeps on
Is that the
Martin's
new
side at the
sleeping arrangement?
yeah, and it's worked great for everyone
Really?
but me, but that's fine because
She sleeps on
before
Martin's side?
yeah, she sleeps on his side, like, at his feet
I'm
because he
shocked.
doesn't move all night.
I'm actually shocked that you would allow it.
You know, she doesn't have a lot left on this earth, so I'm like, might as well. In her golden years, I'll let her do whatever she
Oh,
wants, you know?
I know.
But yeah, so that's what's going on. Can I tell you also real quickly about how much my husband knows me?
Yeah, please.
So the other day we get Jersey Mike's. It
Yeah.
was Sunday, I think. We went to the gym, got Jersey Mike's, came home. And he had been like, "Do you want me to get a cookie?" Because like he
Yeah.
knows I love a Jersey Mike's cookie. And I
Yeah.
was like, "No." I was like, "We have cookies at home.
Yeah. Which,
We
by the
have
way,
the
they don't
tape."
have those cookies out here in New Jersey, which is
Yeah, they also
fucked.
don't have regular mustard out there.
It's ridiculous. Anyway,
What's
and
wrong
it
with you
literally
people?
originated out here. Anyways.
The fuck? So I was like, "No, like we have the Tates at home. It's fine if I like need to have a cookie. Like I don't need to have like a big ass cookie, especially after just going to the gym. Like I feel like you know how it is. You guys already
Yeah.
know. I don't have to get into it." And he was like, "Okay." So he gets the food. He comes home. We eat. I jump in the shower. I get out, and I'm like, "Damn, you know what? I do want a cookie." And thank God we have cookies. We have the
Yeah.
Tate's cookies, right? You know
Right.
the ones in the green bag.
Yep.
So I go in there. I open the Tate's cookie, and there is a Jersey Mike's cookie in the sleeve because
That
he knew
is a nice husband.
he knew I was
That
gonna
was
want the
literally within
cookie.
hours.
That was in like within an hour. Like he had already gotten the cookie. He had gotten it when he went in to get the food. And he had been like, he was like, "I know she's gonna want the cookie. Like she's saying that now, but in an hour, I'm gonna have to deal with her wanting a sweet." So he got the cookie
Oh,
anyway, put it in there, and he was like, "She will eventually want a cookie
absolutely.
today. So
Absolutely.
this will be in there for her." And so I
Wow.
opened it, and it was like all the Tate's little skinny cookies, and then like one big thick
Talk about
Jersey Mike cookie.
knowing your love language.
Like to the minute, like he could have timed my behavior, which says a lot about how I am a person of habit for sure.
Talk about knowing somebody, okay? Right? Like, here's the thing.
He knows me.
I think that it's so important to know people, right?
Yeah.
And we have a lot of people in our life who don't know us. You're hard to know.
Mhm.
Sometimes you can be hard to know because I'm
Mhm.
like, and it's like, oh, like, they'll be like, "Do you want a lemonade?" And she's like, "I don't want lemon. I don't like lemonade."
I don't
But
drink
or you'll be like, "I don't
lemonade.
like Italian," but then you'll be like, "Dude, I literally had the best Italian tonight." You know what I mean? So it's like sometimes you're hard to know, but I do know you.
Yeah.
And like that is just the top tier knowing somebody. And I think that that's beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
I
It's a
love that for
beautiful
you.
thing.
I love that.
Thank you. It was
Always get a
definitely one of
sweet.
those. Yeah.
Always get a sweet when you
Always get a
are
sweet.
when someone says no.
Yeah.
Um, I want to say, do you ever feel like you are better than
Everyone around me.
yeah. Yeah. No, I think that I'm better than Google Maps and Waze combined.
Yes.
Here's the thing. I can put an address in. They can give me 3 ways on Google Maps,
Mhm.
5 ways on Waze. I know the better way, and I'm gonna get there faster. I'm gonna get there easier. It's gonna be less
Mhm.
traffic. Like,
Mhm.
every single time, I will go against whatever it's telling me, and I'll get there faster. I'm better than
That
that. I'm better than
that's
them.
you're better than that. You're better than Google. Honestly, at this point though, we're all better than Google. Because the Google has mistitled the Gulf of Mexico to be the Gulf of America. So
Really? Oh god.
yeah. So now if you look under Google Maps, it's Gulf
We're
of
gonna not we're
America.
no one we're not gonna be able to use anything anymore.
No, we're not gonna be able to. No, we
It's gonna
can't. We can't go
we're
to
gonna
Target.
revert
We
back.
can't go. We can't go to Amazon. We can't. Like we're gonna be homesteading at this point. I'm gonna be in
Wow.
Alaska homesteading with
Which is kinda
Jewel
what
and her
everyone
family.
wants. Yeah.
No, I don't. Anyone who's like, I want to homestead, like I want to have my own farm, I want to have my own chickens. I'm like, fuck that, dude. I
Dude,
don't
I'm
want
about to
anything to
have
do
my
with
own
that.
chickens. I have to literally fight in the store to get a freaking dozen chickens. I've literally gone to 2 Trader Joe's, one time at night, one time at 9
For
AM.
eggs?
They're gone. Eggs are
Why?
gone.
Why are they gone? What's the
Because of
deal?
I don't know, because of the bird flu, they literally killed 100,000.
Oh, that's right.
Here's the thing,
The
I
bird
just
flu,
think
the
it's a
bird
little bit
flu.
funny how eggs were super expensive under Biden because of also the bird flu, and everyone's like, "No, it's so expensive, blah, blah, blah." Now they're even more expensive also because of the bird flu, and everyone's like, "It's just the bird flu." And I'm like,
It is
"No,
really
I literally can't
interesting.
get eggs." It's insane.
I think that I don't abide by that. I will go by what my Google Maps says, like to the T. Unless
Yeah,
it's in
and so
my
does
area
Brian, and I
though.
guess what? We're gonna
But
get there
but
late,
unless it's in our area, you
and we're
know
gonna get
me.
there. Yeah, but, like,
If
here's the
it's
thing.
our area, I know the best way to get everywhere. I there's no need for me to address any other maps.
My
But
husband loves to use a map, and he loves to use the car map, which
you
is
guys have okay, yeah, that I
10 times
cannot.
worse.
I
You know,
can't.
guys, you guys know one of our biggest fights was literally when he used the car map, and I was like, "All right, cool.
You're
That's
like,
it.
"That's it. This is
That's
it.
a
You'll
wrap."
be hearing from my lawyer. That's a wrap."
Literally.
Yeah, you'll be hearing from my
Um,
lawyer.
yeah, I just every single time I'm like, "God, I could have done this 10 times faster. This is
Mhm.
so stupid. Now I'm in traffic. I'm going down some random road." Like,
Right.
it's just bad. It's
But you like
bad.
to be off the cuff, though? Like, you don't like to follow direction.
No, I really
You don't
don't.
like, you like to really just sorta
I
do
really
your
don't.
own thing about things.
I
I
actually
like to follow direction.
it drives Brian nuts because he loves to follow direction. The other day, I, put together a side table. No,
Yes.
a nightstand
Yeah.
because we got new nightstands for our bedroom,
Mhm.
and they are completely full, like, heavy, heavy wood, like, an absolute man should be putting this together, and I
Mhm.
was, like, at 7:30 after I had put the kids to bed, and we had kind of a crazy day, I was like, "I'm gonna put those together,"
You're like, "What could
and
make this day even more crazy?"
ask me if I looked at the directions, and I said, "Yeah, I'm not
I
gonna do
don't
it
need
that way.
those.
I'm gonna"
Yeah.
no, I said, "I'm gonna actually do it the way that I think it should be done," and asked me if
Mhm.
it got done in an hour. It was literally so
Mhm.
quick.
Right.
I
You just
was
sort of go off of
literally
vibes.
I go off the vibes. I kinda, like, feel things, I'll be like, "Okay, I think yeah, that's not the screw. You're
Right.
wrong," right?
Right.
And now it's sitting beautifully in my bedroom. So, that's
Right.
that.
Yeah.
As we all
You're
know, I
like,
am
"My
in
drawers are
my
upside down, but, like, everything looks otherwise
it looks
really good."
great.
Yeah.
I'm definitely
I
in my Bob the Builder era.
You're in your Bob the Builder era, you're in your cozy girl era. You haven't sent me any photos because you just will not send me anything until it's done,
Not
which is
until it's
fine.
done, but I just wanna say
It's fine.
Facebook Marketplace is my crack cocaine. When
Oh,
if I could get as
I know.
close to somebody feeling a high, right?
Right.
And I'm not even kidding, and I actually looked this up, and I wonder if Martin feels this too, that, like, Vyvanse or ADHD medicine
Mm.
makes you want to, like, fixate on something, and I have been absolutely fixated on Facebook Marketplace. Like, I
Right.
am on there like it is my absolute job, like I'm getting a fix. I go and I seek things out, and, like, for instance, yesterday I found a headboard that is being sold online for, like, $1,500. I got it for 300,
It's
and
crazy.
I literally messaged the girl, and I was like, "I will come by and get it today. Like, I will come
Mm.
by and get it, and, like,
Well,
I
it's the
don't need my
high of the
husband."
purchase, and then knowing that it's at such a discounted price, like,
Yes.
there is a high with
And,
that,
like,
for sure.
finding it and feeling like you're striking gold, right?
That yes, that's why I deleted my Facebook because I was like, "I can't be on Marketplace because
It
I can't
yeah,
acquire anything, but I have the urge
yeah,
to,
yeah.
like, buy, look,
Oh my
search,
god, it's so good. I don't know why
haggle."
anyone goes into regular stores to furnish their houses.
It's not fun. It's fun also to know that, like, you're getting something of quality.
Right, like, you're getting, like, a real deal stuff.
Yes.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah. Well, I'm
But
excited to
God,
see
it's the
Operation Cozy.
closest I've felt to getting
To a
high.
cocaine high.
Yeah.
Martin and I were talking the other day. Did I ever tell you about the time that okay, you guys, I don't know if I've talked about this before, but I worked at Forever 21 for 2 weeks as a store manager
Yeah,
when
sure did.
I had left my job that I hated. Well, yeah, I had to. And I mean, essentially, I just wanted more money. And I had gotten hired as a store manager for the
Mhm.
Burbank Forever 21.
Which is
And,
crazy.
and I lasted 2 weeks, and 1 week of that was training. And then the actual work of it, I lasted 1 week. And I will never forget the first time we had, because what they do is they have these group meetings on the
Mhm.
phone where everyone calls in, like all the store managers, and then they have like their regional and general managers lead it. I fell asleep on the call. Did I ever tell you this?
No.
I fell asleep on the call. I was laying there
Thank
in
God it
bed. This was
wasn't
in the old
Zoom.
apartment. And I was just listening, and I just fell asleep for like 20 minutes, woke up. They were all still talking.
That must be the scariest feeling.
Yeah, it was. But I was
Yeah,
also
because
just
you're
like,
just kinda like, "Oh my gosh, like, what did I miss? Like, what's going on? Like, why are they still talking?" Like,
it goes to
crazy.
show how much I didn't give a shit about that job, though. How much I didn't wanna work there, how much I, like, needed to get out of retail. I was just like, "What? Oh, we're still doing this. Okay, cool."
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
and then I had, like, one 2 a.m. shift, and I
I
called
remember
Martin
that.
crying, and I was like, "I can't do this anymore." Like, I was at my wits with
God,
retail.
that's, like,
Forever 21 is a
so
fucking racket. You guys don't shop there, but don't work there.
but
Okay? Like,
also,
and
like,
if you do, I'm sorry.
I thought Forever 21 was gone.
Like, what do you
Is it?
mean? No,
Like, I
Forever
thought
21's
it
still
was
around.
gone. Okay, I
No.
literally it's
I
so
think that they,
crazy.
like, maybe declared and then they got bailed. I'm not really sure.
It's so interesting how something can be on such a high and be the
Mm,
place. Like, when I modeled for them, right? It was like that was like you made it because like, all your friends were gonna see you on Forever 21. It was crazy.
absolutely.
And then now it's like, where are they?
They're closing 200 stores. They're going
Like,
into a second bankruptcy.
oh,
Like I said, they went bankrupt and then I think they closed stores and now they're closing more stores. And honestly, good.
it's
Good,
just
because the
it
way you guys treat your employees is fucking horrific. And I lasted 1 week. Imagine the girls who have been working there, the girls and the guys and the gays who have been working there for years. The girl
yeah.
who trained me was dead behind the eyes. And I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm not joking around.
You're like,
She
"When
was
did you die?" She's like, "The
dead
moment I
behind the
started
eyes.
working here."
She's like, I've been dead for 3 years. It was ghosts working there. Like, everyone was fucking miserable. And I don't know if anyone who listens
Wow.
here works there. Maybe you like it. Maybe you just happen to have, like, I don't know, a good store. But all of the ones that I trained and worked at and went to, nightmare. And
Wow.
I'm glad they're closing. And I hope
Wow.
all of the
A
people in the higher
vendetta.
ups, I
A
hope all the
vendetta.
higher up people stub all their toes every day. I want warm, warm pillows for them every night. I want all the worst, most inconvenient things that I could ever.
Michaela,
I know.
that
Stub your
those
toes.
2 things are terrible. Stubbing all your toes, stubbing all of them, and a warm pillow at night,
We'll stub one big toe every 3 days.
or your pinky toe
Oh, or your
on
pinky
the
toe. Yeah.
corner of a ottoman.
Oh, God. Yeah. I just got chills.
That's so crazy. I also just, like it makes me sad. We were at, like, a, um what's the fucking bookstore called?
Barnes and
Barnes&
Noble.
and Nobles the other day.
Just like one of the most important
But, like,
places of
even then,
literature
I
we
feel
have.
like, dude, no one's there.
I know, I know, but you know
Barnes&
that
and
they're
No
reopening. They're reopening like 50 stores.
So they did just reopen one that was near me, which is good, but they made it smaller. But, like, it was just, like, so sad. And this Barnes& and Noble is in an abandoned mall,
Ooh, no.
which was so terrifying.
But
I
that's where my Forever
literally
21 was. It was at the Burbank Mall. What? Who goes there?
isn't that so
I
sad,
had to, like,
though?
walk past and this was, like, years ago. This was, like, pre-COVID. Who knows what it looks like now? You know I've never been back. But
It's so scary. When I went to a Macy's, when was it? Like 8 months ago,
mm,
and because I had to run to the restroom, I was in, like I think I was in Philadelphia City.
mm.
Oh, yeah, no, it
Oh,
was, like, during the election
that is
time.
bleak. No, that is
It was
bleak. A bathroom in a Macy's is, like,
insane.
top floor behind the Home Goods.
Michaela, it was literally I felt my heart was, like, pounding as I was walking
I
through,
know.
and it was, like,
It's dark energy.
yeah, it was, like it just felt like very dark energy. I don't know what it
Yeah.
was. It's, like I don't know, like, the lights were, like, half out, there was no workers,
It's almost
there
like you're
was
hearing an echo of someone
yeah,
that lived a long time ago.
but it makes me so sad
I
because I'm
know,
like,
I know.
like, Macy's to me reminds me of, like, our grandmother and
Right.
going there and, like, getting, new clothes for school,
Mhm.
and I'm just like, "God, we're just all gonna stay home one day. We're just all gonna stay home," and maybe
Well,
that's why
also,
I'm
Amazon has
that's what I'm
eaten
saying. But that's what I'm saying. We're all gonna stay
the
home.
girls up.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't have
but
to
I
leave your house if
also
you don't. Me too.
I do feel like there's been somewhat of like a callback to shopping small and more like
Yeah.
individual things and like getting things more custom. And like our generation, this is why we're on Marketplace, because we actually don't like mass produced as much
Yeah.
as maybe the gen that came before us. Like, we're cool, we fuck with an IKEA, but we'd rather have something like handed down that like is
Yeah.
good quality. I think we've all
Yeah.
fallen through enough IKEA chairs now at
Oh
this
my God.
point to sort of want to revert back to
Dude. And
actual
you know if
oak.
there's a chair, I'm falling through it.
If there's one thing Hunter's
It's my
going to do, she's going to
favorite thing to do
fall,
is to
she's going to
fall.
trip. When did you become so clumsy is what I
Dude,
want
I
to know.
swear to
Have you
God.
always been?
I have no idea. Guys, yesterday I was in New York City and I literally was wearing, here's the thing, I've been wearing like bell bottom pants and like wide leg
Mm,
pants. And I was
mhm.
wearing these like wide leg bell bottomy workout pants yesterday. And I'm not joking you, it was a cartoon. I was a fucking cartoon. The woman literally on the corner. So I had fallen over this kind of like this patch of black ice.
Mm,
And it was, you know, with the kind of fall that you literally see in cartoons where they go whoop and their feet
yep.
go up and there's like a, or like in like a Disney movie and they're like, whoa, like that.
Right.
That was me. And the girl
I
in the
believe it.
corner, she was like, oh my gosh. She ran over. She's like, are you okay? You literally just like caught air. And I was like,
I
I can't
can't believe
believe
it.
this fucking happened. And this dude from there, from the Legends shoot where I fell off the stage, it's like, of
Mhm.
course, the plus size girl's like falling
Of
and
course,
catching
the
air
plus
like
size
a
girl's
Disney
gonna, yeah,
character.
right, and it's just gonna be a whole scene.
God, I was just
I've
like,
never seen a tiny girl slip and fall.
I've never seen a tiny girl,
Maybe it's
never
because
seen
you're
a,
so tall. There's just, like, when you're lower to the ground, there's
yeah,
less
I
chance
guess.
of kind of like a skyscraper, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, they have to be a little more like swayy, right?
Yeah, you gotta, like they gotta be on something that keeps them swaying, otherwise they're gonna get blown over,
And the thing is this, okay?
like the Matchstick Building
Yeah, in
in
New York City, which
Manhattan.
literally sways. So here's the
That
thing
too.
about falling though, okay? And I learned this because I notice when my kids fall, they don't wanna be fawned over. And
Yeah.
now if someone falls, don't even notice it.
Right,
That's my
ignore
thing.
it.
Ignore it. Do not
Yeah,
ask them a million times over if they're okay.
they're
They're
okay.
mortified, okay?
Right, right,
Unless their limbs are hanging off,
right,
like, they'll tell you they're okay or they'll
right.
just move on. Don't acknowledge it. I need
Mhm.
everybody to stop acknowledging it. My kids are the same. If Hudson falls or Ava falls, if I go over and I make a thing, they start screaming, crying even more because they're like, this is overwhelming. Like, but if I sit back and I just like go like, okay, like he's gonna come to me when he's feels up to it,
Right.
it's so much better. And I didn't want anyone to acknowledge it. Like this girl was like, are you okay? You caught air. And I was like, oh no. And then she kept asking me and bless her heart. So I totally get it. Like it's very sweet. But I was just like, oh my God. And then everyone else was just like taking
Well, I
note
think
of the situation.
there's a second-hand fear that happens when you see someone fall because such bad things have happened when people fall, you know? Like
Yeah.
and like I was telling you, when you fell down the stairs
Oh my God.
a week and a half
I
or 2 weeks
know.
ago,
Oh
which
my
also
God.
Hunter did. I was telling you that, like, because you were like, "This was the only time I've cried." We talked about it on the podcast, but I
Yeah.
was telling you that, like, the fear of falling is the only thing that we're born with as babies. um it's the only reaction and like the only like natural fear that we're born with that we're not taught or learned, and it is a defense mechanism in our bodies.
Yeah.
So I feel like when you fall, it triggers like the oldest, like most integral in our DNA feeling of fear.
Yeah.
And because it can be dangerous, like
Yeah.
you're not supposed to fall, your body knows
My
this
mind is
because you can get really hurt.
my mind is immediate embarrassment.
Yes,
And literally, if
absolutely.
someone falls, I will pretend I didn't even see it for the sake of them. I'm
Right.
literally, if someone falls off a chair, I'm like, I won't
Yeah,
even give a reaction
right,
because I don't
right.
want, because I know that they're
Because 'Cause you've
embarrassed.
fallen enough times now
I've fallen
to know.
enough times. Oh my God. When I fell in the Legend shoot, having like Martha Stewart and Christy Brinkley and like Tara and like everyone just be like, are you okay? And I'm just like, oh my God.
You're just
Yes.
like,
Like, don't even look at me. I'm not
swallow me
here.
under the ground. Yeah,
Oh my
literally.
God. And then yesterday in the middle of Manhattan, and then like all the construction workers are like,
I think we need
yo,
to get you
let
some pads and a
God
helmet perchance.
dang it.
Um, I wanted to do something fun.
Okay. A nice
There is
change.
a Friends trivia quiz that I
Ooh.
wanted to do. We don't have to do the whole thing because it's like 55 questions, but I just wanted to
Okay.
do like some of them.
Can I tell you my friend's trivia quiz embarrassing story? Remember
Yes.
when they had me come and do trivia night for the Friends
Yes.
pop-up in Manhattan? Because I'm
Yes.
such a mega Friends fan, they had me host the trivia.
That's right.
And
I forgot about that.
they like prepped me beforehand and asked me some of the questions. And the way I got so many wrong was so
Really?
embarrassing.
Why?
I don't know, Michaela, but the girl who was probably looking at me going, "You're going to be the one that's hosting our trivia." Anyways, that's that story. But
I mean, there's
okay,
a
got
lot though. I mean, 55 questions, that's a lot. Okay. What did Joey buy for Chandler because they're best friends?
a bracelet, a really gaudy gold bracelet.
Yep, that is true.
Wow. Boom.
In which episode does Ross learn karate? The one with the black belt? The one with the
Unagi.
unagi? I didn't
Unagi.
even need to tell you.
Unagi
Oh,
is a state of awareness.
that's right. I don't even need to ask you this because you already know. Whose apartment has a picture frame hanging on the door? Imagine you're like
Imagine.
Phoebe. Okay. Where do Rachel and Ross go on their first date?
They went to, well, I guess their first date, not not prom.
This one's actually not showing. Oh, okay.
Where?
Says the planetarium.
Oh my God, duh.
The questions were the answers are the cinema, Ross's museum, Central Perk, or the Empire State Building.
Oh, the museum and the
Okay,
planetarium in the museum, which
there you
is
go.
like they literally, that is the sweetest episode ever. And if you guys don't know, I literally haven't watched Friends since Matthew Perry passed. I can't
You
watch it.
haven't?
I can't watch it. It
Aw,
makes me so sad now. I don't know
does
why.
it? So now
Anyways,
you can't watch Friends? You don't watch it?
I haven't watched it in that long. And I used to literally watch it regularly.
I know. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's so sad. But you have to get past that because they're eventually all going to be gone.
I
Like,
know.
they can't live forever, you know? But
I
like,
know. I think it was just so
but watch it in his
sudden.
honor,
Yeah,
watch it
I
in his
know.
honor at
I know.
least,
I know. I know. I know.
Okay, what are Monica and Ross's parents called?
Judy and Jack.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
What's the first thing Ross says at the beginning of the opening episode? Does he say, "Has anyone seen my fossil collection? How you doing? Could I be wearing any more clothes?" Or "Hi"?
Hi.
I don't know if that's true. It won't tell me.
It won't tell you?
No, I'm just
No, it's
assuming
literally Rachel. It's Ross. It's raining outside. They're in Central Perk. Rachel is cleaning up inside. It's dark out. And she opens the door and he goes, "Hi."
Okay, she got it. How many episodes of Friends, excluding the reunion special, were there? This is so random to know.
Oh my God. I
I'll
think
give you
there's
I'll give you
11 seasons.
there's 36, 136, 236, or 336.
336.
236.
Wow. And I've probably seen all 236 10, 11, 12, 20 times.
Right.
I would
Okay.
literally watch it on loop.
True or false? All 6 main characters, as played by Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, Matthew Perry, and David Schwimmer, appear in every single episode of Friends.
True.
It is true. They all appear in every episode.
Yeah, it's an ensemble.
An ensemble. Which of these is a real name of one of the monkeys that played Marcel? Mary, Eliza, Sarah, Katie.
I think it's Katie.
Yeah, you're right.
Wow.
Where did Monica Geller mostly work as a chef? Rosario's, Faustino's, Alessandro's, or
Alessandro's?
Alessandro's, yeah. Okay.
What was I know so many people are Friends fans. So
I know, that's why I wanted to do this.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this will be fun. What is the name of Joey Tribbiani's agent, played by June
Estelle
Gable? That's right. Estelle Leonard.
Fabulous.
Joey played Drake Ramore, but what was the name of his evil twin invented by Ross to try to confuse Joey's stalker, Erica Ford?
The name was... Does it give you a...
Yeah. So question? Either Emile Ramore, Hans Ramore, Janik Ramore. Yeah, you're right. Talking of Joey's stalker, Erica Ford, which celebrity cameo was she?
Oh, Brooke Shields.
That's right. Wow, imagine that being
Wow.
your stalker.
I know, literally, I'd be like, "Okay."
And what was the name of the TV show that Joey was in?
Days of Our Lives.
That's right.
Yeah.
The first ever line in Friends is, "There's nothing to tell. It's just some guy I work with." But which character said it? Monica,
Um,
Rachel, or
um,
Phoebe?
Monica.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, you're killing it. What was the name of Chandler's incredibly screechy girlfriend? Oh, we all know that.
Janice, who I literally
Janice.
met one time, and I freaking dude, I've never geeked out harder in my
That's
life.
so funny. Wait, how come you were able to watch Friends after Gunther died? But not Matthew
Because
Perry?
Gunther just, like, didn't
Why
hit.
do you hate Gunther?
And do you know I met Gunther at that trivia night?
No, I didn't know that. That's so funny.
And I met Janice
Was he
at that
was he
trivia night.
fierce? Were they fierce?
They were fierce. They were literally just like regular people, but I geeked out over them, and then shortly after he had passed. I don't
Hmm.
know. I mean, Gunther's not like an integral part. I mean, he is, but like,
Wow. Everybody knows the theme tune to Friends is by the Rembrandts, but which band had their song initially selected for the opening theme only to turn it down?
oh,
Which is so
give me
stupid.
the
So U2, REM, Bon Jovi, or Weezer?
REM.
Yes, you're right.
I know.
You
Dude,
know the lead singer of the Rembrandts' son went to school with me.
I know. I remember that.
Yeah, so very cool.
Thank
Okay, we'll do
you.
2 more. What are
Okay.
Rachel's parents called?
Um, oh God.
Do you want me to give you the
Yeah,
Okay, Charles and Nora, Jack and Judy, Leonard and Sandra,
Charles
or
and Nora.
it's Leonard and Sandra.
Leonard and Sandra. Leonard.
I've never, you know
Wow,
what?
one
I've
wrong.
never. How many times in the show did they depict Rachel and Chandler meeting for the first time?
Gosh.
That's interesting.
Probably I hit like 5. Because she always
It's
forgets
3
him.
times, but like I feel like 5 is basically 3.
Yeah, that's true. My
'Cause you
original
got the
thought was 3.
most.
I'm not even kidding.
Really? Okay, and I believe that. What is the next line in the opening verse of Phoebe's appalling song after "Smelly cat, what are they feeding you? Smelly cat, smelly cat."
Smelly cat, what are they feeding you? Smelly cat, it's not your fault.
That's right. That's right. Okay, 2 more. True or false? There was a Friends game for the PS2, Xbox, and PC. Xbox and PC.
Oh, yeah, true.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. But also, like, it's crazy how much money they make because they have so much merch that they get a piece of.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, last question. Who said the very last line in Friends?
Um mm, Gosh, they closed the door. I think it's Ross.
It's Matthew Perry, which is
Oh
interestingly fitting.
my God, I just got chills.
The show ended with the suggestion the friends get one final New York coffee together, with Chandler saying, "Sure,
Yes.
where?"
Yes, you're right. You're right. I
That's
was
so
thinking when they close
sweet.
the door, dude, that I can't watch that episode either.
Oh, I don't think yeah, no.
That episode is the saddest. Do you have a show that you like love? I don't remember you really having a show that you
Watch all the
loved
time.
in like that capacity. I guess Family
Family
Guy
Guy.
actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Family Guy, I will put on any that's next episode, we should have
Okay.
you do a Family Guy quiz for me
Dude,
because I
yes.
promise you I
You'll
will
get them all right.
nail it.
You
One of
also
the
have
first things that Martin and I bonded over was that we could quote anything from Family Guy,
yeah.
and the other knew exactly what we're talking about, and we still
And
do to
you
this day.
will always quote Family
And I
Guy.
will. And I also will send you
Yes,
like
you will.
clips from Family Guy that I think
Yes.
are like
Always.
yeah, because they're so funny. I
It
feel like
is
you
so
would actually like
funny.
it if you started watching it now because you're old
No, I
enough to
know, and
like
I've always liked it. I just can't get past the cartoon aspect of it, but I think that,
yeah,
like, that's just my brain. Maybe now that I'm older and I, like, watch more cartoons with my kids,
yeah.
but, like, you always have and it's so funny how Family Guy, there will be a thing for you to send me in every aspect. Like, you'll be like, "Oh my god,
Every
there's a Family Guy episode about that. Let me find it and send it to you."
literally, or there's like a clip or there's like something funny that references it because I mean that's another one that's like there's so many seasons, there's so many episodes.
I
They cover
know.
so much in every episode. Family Guy was like honestly, it's so funny to think about, but like and Caleb Heron talks about this too. Because he's a huge Family Guy fan too,
Yeah, and also, if
is
you
that
haven't checked out Caleb Perrin's
who
podcast, he's
hasn't at this
so
point
fucking
though?
hilarious.
He's the king of comedy, honestly. He
I want
truly
him on our
is.
podcast.
I want him on our podcast. I want him in my house. on it all the time. I'm obsessed with him. But he was talking on an episode recently about how Family Guy, it really, it like radicalizes you because Seth MacFarlane is very liberal, left-leaning.
Yeah.
And he uses humor and he uses satire to make fun of dumb bullshit that happens.
Right.
And I think that on the outside, people might think that he's like bringing attention or glorifying it or like making excuses, but it's not actually. It's the complete opposite. It's so he makes it so outlandish that you're like, wow, okay, that is ridiculous. Like
totally.
that is so stupid. Like he'll talk about stuff that's like, let's say he'll bring up something that's racist and you'll be like, you're laughing because it's so
crazy,
preposterous.
Yeah.
You're like, and this is how people actually are. You know what I mean? And it kind of like, it just like opened my eyes to so much about our world, just the satire of it all.
I mean, there's a reason isn't there still new episodes? Like there's a reason that like it's been
still
on
very
for
much running
so long. It's like The Simpsons.
So I can understand why people have issues with it, but like yeah, it's such a funny fucking show. So yeah, we'll do that next episode. Although I don't know if many people will watch Family Guy.
We'll do a poll.
We'll do a small
let us know
quiz.
Guys, God, we love ya. This time just flies.
It really does fly.
It really flies. I'll tell you that much.
It do be flying.
It really do be flying. You guys know the drill, okay? You know the drill. And by the way, Kayla, go and check out our cute new reviews because some people have left some really sweet new reviews, and we just appreciate it so much.
You guys don't think we see our reviews? You're wrong. I think I wake up every morning and check our reviews because it's just like the best. I'm just like, oh, it's so nice. People are so sweet. So thank you guys for your reviews. And if you haven't, if you're not subscribed to the Patreon, $5 a month, you get 2 extra episodes every month. You get full video for all episodes, no ads. You get access to our community chat, and
it's too much for too little.
And it's honestly the bane of Hunter's existence. So please, the more of you that subscribe, the more I can continue convincing Hunter to do the Patreon episodes.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Love you guys, and chat next week.
Bye. Thank you guys so much for listening. You can catch a new episode of Model Citizen every Thursday. And please don't forget to follow the podcast so you don't miss any of the action. We want to hear from you. So please leave a rating and review and follow us on socials for all the behind the scenes action at Hunter McGrady and Michaela McGrady. And don't forget, you are worthy, you are loved, and you are capable of doing all wonderful things. Bye guys.